Hey guys, it is me, Samara Brewer here. Basically, I am doing this video because it's like on this whole LGBT restricted mode thing which is happening in like YouTube just now. Basically, loads of people have been like going like, what's going on? Like discovering that like most of their videos are gone, or all of their videos are gone, like not showing up under restricted mode. And it turns out that people who are basically like being like in the whole LGBT community, or people who support the LGBT community have been like pretty badly affected. I think the worst affected has been like people who are transgenders. I don't know that, but basically, for me, like, I haven't like gone onto this restricted remote thing myself because I don't want to see that, that how many of my videos are not able to get seen under this thing. I think the only good bit of news is that with this restricted mode thing, it is an option. Because like, if it was mandatory, then it would basically be even more harder for YouTubers such as myself to wind up getting new subscribers. Because imagine if this thing was sort of like non-optional, and people basically who were like potential new subscribers basically wouldn't even know that your YouTube channel even existed. Or that your content existed, which had been spending ages and ages and ages talking on. And I came up on this particular article thing, which I like saw in this video thing, which was like on this particular topic at hand. And it basically said that YouTube was blocking out all these LGBT videos on YouTube. Yet, apparently kids were still able to watch things like white supremacist videos. And like videos of people who didn't like or even hated the LGBT community. Basically, I have checked certain questionable YouTubers on like whether or not they're supportive of like people who are in the transgender community or the LGBT community, such as likes of Hunter Avalone and Joey Salads, and basically they haven't done any videos at all complaining about this thing, so I'm hoping that they are against this kind of thing, but I think probably for people who are like extremely racist and transphobic, such as Eva Lyon, who like it was banned. I bet that if she wasn't banned and she found this out, she'd basically be over the moon with joy. Because like she'd be going, yay, I don't have to listen to all these people who are promoting the degenerate gay lifestyle and all that kind of stuff. Plus, it's basically for Joey Salads. Well, basically we all know that Avalon is transphobic because of all of her videos which were like extremely implement Islamophobic and anti-gay and anti-trans. And also, it is pretty much known that for Hunter Avalone that I'd say he is a transphobic as well, just like woman Avalon, because he done this extremely horrible and bigoted video against transphobic against transphobic people, but against like transgender people, saying all these horrible things that, such as that transgenders don't deserve of extra rights and all that law. Basically was going like, they don't want rights, they want, basically they're going like, they don't want equal rights, they want extra rights and all that stuff, and even got most of his, I think that it got a proportion of his research from this guy called Dr. Paul McHugh. And basically, if you look up this Dr. Paul McHugh guy, right, you see this pretty big title which says, Meet the doctors social conservatives depend on to justify anti-transgender hate. Oh, how lovely! Not. Honestly. Plus, I also think that maybe Joey Salads might be transphobic as well. I mean, he did end up making this not too very good video where he basically went and tried to portray himself as a transgender woman who basically was supposedly a few, weeks or so into his transition into a girl, basically having this tacky eyesore of a dress and a loosely blonde-fitting wig, and saying that you don't have to go and speak in, female voice, you can, talk like this in your male voice and things, and basically, portrayed sort of, maybe inadvertently or something, for, transgender people to, creep up on people, because he, went into the girl's bathroom so quickly the door didn't even have time to close behind. And basically he, I think, in effect, also portrayed women in that video being extremely transphobic and really, 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 really territorial on the bathroom. Although I hope that for Joey Salads that he isn't a transphobic person, although more than likely for people like Evelion and Flamin, Evelion and Flamin, Hunter Evelion, basically I've nearly forgot of the YouTuber's name, and probably all these other really horrible anti-transgender, anti-gay, anti-bisexual, anti-lesbian trolls online will also be over the moon too. Because basically they'll probably go and get subscribers themselves and go and probably rub it in going, ha ha ha, I have more subscribers than you, you don't have any, and all that lot. Basically, for me, I just think that this kind of thing is, extremely backwards on how this restricted mode thing, I think, should be. Because I think that the real videos which should be, getting thingied off from this restricted mode thing and, not being able to get viewed on it should be people like Flimin and Evelion and all of her videos, along with everyone else on YouTube who is anti-transgender and anti-gay and anti-bisexual and basically just anti-LGBT in general. Basically, I think that how this restricted mode thing really should wind up going is that it should restrict all these horrible, anti-trans and transphobic and white supremacist videos, along with all the other anti-LGBT videos. I think they should be the ones that wind up getting women barred and not being able to get viewed under this women restricted mode, not all these videos of likes of women, well, basically there have been like a couple examples of videos which have been not able to get viewed under this whole restricted mode thing. When it comes to the YouTuber Jackson Glenn, she makes like really good videos. She even done this video which I found pretty funny on the Faith Kids. And basically she discovered her video where basically loads of people were saying that she was anorexic and telling people to eat a sandwich, which she done. Basically she said that video was getting like unviewable because of the whole restricted mode thing, along with a few other videos of hers. And basically there were other people in the transgender community who've been like having their videos showing them coming out to the YouTube community and telling them world what they know they are on the inside is like different to what they see on the outside and all that stuff. It's like basically all those kind of videos getting blocked. I basically think that this seems like a really backwards approach or something if it like is any kind of approach to the whole restricted mode thing. And I think that for YouTube they should basically go and from an either change it to make sure that in the restricted mode all these like all the white supremacist and all the anti-LGBT videos wind up getting unviewable and stuff. And all the ones which aren't, well, aren't. Although, basically for me, I'm not still gonna use YouTube, so I'm not going to go in a rage and ditch my YouTube channel. So that will be good for all you new subscribers to my channel, and any potential new ones. Well, basically for me, I'm a bit like, well, apparently there's this whole terror thing going on in London right now with Westminster, and like, basically that's like going on like live just now. Oh, I don't have a clue what on earth is going on. Although I think when it comes to this restricted mode, I hope that basically all these YouTubers who are transphobic aren't all like available on this restricted mode, whilst all these people who are transgender and are in the LGBT community like are getting things. Basically, I'm just like, well, I'm wondering like what on earth's going on with this whole thing, and something like my mind's beginning to veer more away now from this whole LGBT thing, even though like don't accept it, and like thinking now what on earth is happening just now in London. I mean, like, is there some kind of terrorist attack going on? Like, I don't know. So basically, to quickly sum things up, I basically don't really like this whole LGBT thing because of that LGBT restriction mode thing, because basically I think it's like wrong and stuff, and it might have a pretty bad effect on YouTube as a whole, and like for a community as a whole on YouTube. And basically, well, if you like this video, then don't forget to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like it by giving it a thumbs up. Thumbs up. I don't know what I was saying there. And basically, if you want to comment on like your opinions on this LGBT restricted mode, then go ahead and do so. Like, do you think that Joey Salad is transphobic? Do you think he's not? Like, do you can like find any videos where people like Hunter Avila or Joey Salads is this saying that complaints on the whole like restricted mode thing or anything like that. And like, bye. Well, anyways, basically, I'm just gonna can't take now. For me, I'm going to go and watch news about I'm not getting too preoccupied with this whole London thing in Westminster.
And I've told you what information I have, and I will continue to keep you updated as we find things out. I am not prepared to speculate.
Well, that was the news briefing by the Metropolitan Police in the last hour, and we are expecting another press statement from the Met, perhaps within the next 10-15 minutes or so, so we'll bring you that. And just to reiterate what we know so far, if you are just joining us here on BBC News, one woman has died, one member of the public has died, and one police officer has died in the incident in Westminster in central London, which began at about 20 to 3 in the afternoon local time. Let's just see again that footage which has been sent to us in the last little while. It was filmed by a tourist from very, very close to the Houses of Parliament, to Big Ben. As you will see, this is filmed by a Taiwanese tourist.
Well, basically things look pretty bad in Westminster right now. Well, as I said before, like and comment and subscribe. Even, well, bye.